They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Complete. Smith has it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Able to push his way through, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
First carry for Nick Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
To throw is Fields. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB. Here
we go. Hey, Clark, if you want. Clark. Hey,
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You look at the Steeler defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready?
Now it's Fields.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it.
Down the sideline he goes.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Quez Watkins
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Great, set.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Great, set. Hey, 73.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I love that play because in the snow you think run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. The Eagles coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Low silver, ready?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 7.
63.
Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, son.
Now Chubb running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Fields now to throw.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jalen Carter
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 18. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll drop to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Crowd up, Yanni. Hey, 73, 73. 73, 73.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On play action, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Back to throw, Fields.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Throwing again is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
Boswell's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They go up the middle with Chubb.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Fields. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give. This is Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Extend.
And again, it's Chubb. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay.
He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. An even 90 yards. And the Eagles strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Fields. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Easy. Hey, Ken.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Chubb will get the call running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Fields. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
No loss, no loss. Out, let's go. All right.
Off play action. Fields.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here we go. All right.
Chubb. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Second and goal from the 1.
Chubb again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Nick Chubb from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Go Silver, ready? 63, 63, 63, hey! No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Escaping the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
No touch.
Barkley, inside handoff. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Hey! Great.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he stays up, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, son.
On the option right is Fields.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Hey! 551, 551.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
Carl Leviani. Hey, Silver. like a hornet. Don't touch it.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Carl up, Yeti. Hey, 73, 73. Don't touch it.
They'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Don't touch it.
Back to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Don't touch it.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Steelers, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss is number 8 for them on the year.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.